Hey guys, Matthew Brown here, back again for Successful Photographer. And today I wanted to give you a quick video about social networking or social marketing because it's kind of something that came up in a cursory sort of way in a couple of other videos that we were doing when we had Twitter and Facebook kind of pop up as automatic options for further distributing our marketing message. And that's one of the reasons why I like to call social marketing, word of mouth marketing and the that's what I do conversation on steroids. Because what it really does is it helps with community and relationship building. It allows you to really build up a community and relationship of followers online, prospects who you're building a rapport with and kind of getting to know and letting them get to know you on more of a personal level than just I'm a photographer, I take your pictures when you need your pictures taken. You know, online when you're working with them and you're networking with them through these type of sites, you really become more than that. You become, more like a part of their lives. A trusted person. Even to the point of becoming a friend. And online social networking really is it's conversations, recommendations, and information sharing between friends. Now, the friends part is in quotation marks because it can be you and your prospects, becoming more like friends than just business acquaintances, but it's also them having your prospects having conversations or recommending you or sharing information about you with their other friends, their larger network of friends that extends beyond your reach. And now all of a sudden that whole wider network now is not beyond your reach. Your message is now being put in front of that larger network. And it's also great for social proof building. And what that means is, normally in the older days, if you were to shoot a wedding, then the bride or the mother of the bride would run out and tell her five best friends, oh my God, this Bob did an amazing job. The pictures were phenomenal. He was totally professional. It was great. I definitely recommend him. And then those five people now become potential prospects for your business because they now know what a great job you do. Well, online it happens so much quicker and such a larger scale than that. Because say you shoot a wedding for somebody, well then the bride gets on Facebook and comes to your Facebook page and leaves a comment. Bob was amazing, and Bob's photographs were outstanding, astonishing. I couldn't believe how great they looked. He was totally professional. Everybody loved him. It was great. That message is now in front of the hundreds of online friends that the bride now has. Instead of just the five people she was able to tell firsthand, she's now putting her message and your marketing message in front of tons of people instantly, who now have easy access to say, oh well, Bob did this great job for her. Let me check out his, and then he can go. That new prospect now can come right to your Facebook page and see all about you and say, "Oh, this is great. Well, I know somebody who has a wedding coming up. I wonder if they've talked to Bob about doing their wedding photographs. Well, let me go ahead and I'll send them a message and say, hey, you guys should check out Bob. Look what Nancy Sue over here said about Bob's work. It was phenomenal. You guys might want to talk to him about doing your wedding." And that's really where that whole huge community and relationship and network building really takes off and kind of spreads your message and your business like wildfire in a way that you could never do offline, and you could never do without the availability of these online community type sites. Now, there's four main sites for social marketing that are used. These are the four big ones that the vast majority of people online are using. Facebook.com really is the 800-pound gorilla in the room. Everybody and their brother and sister and even the kitchen sink is on Facebook these days, and the average person spends somewhere between 2 and 4 hours on Facebook a day. So your prospects and friends of your prospects and potential prospects that have never even heard of you and that you've never even heard of are on Facebook right now, and you can easily get your message in front of them just by networking with past customers and new prospects right there on Facebook. Same goes for Twitter, same goes for MySpace. LinkedIn's a little different. Facebook, Twitter, and MySpace are really more of a personal or social type website. LinkedIn is really it's more for professionals. So where Facebook might be for moms and dads and teenagers and newlyweds and the average everyday person, LinkedIn's more for professional type people. So if you do say product photography, or commercial advertising photography, or corporate portrait photography, or headshots for models and actors, anything like that, where you're working, your client, you're working with them more in their professional capacity instead of their personal capacity. LinkedIn might be a great site for you to go ahead and network and meet potential new clients on. Now, what exactly do you do with your social marketing? Well, aside from that whole community relationship network building thing, you can actually do some pretty good solid direct marketing on it. When you put out new marketing pieces, your videos, your documents, press releases, anything like that, a new blog post, a new online gallery, a new website, you can inform your prospects directly about it. Send out a tweet about it, or update your Facebook status and say, hey, I just put up this great new video over at youtube.com, and in it I reveal the four hottest poses for senior portraits this year. Go ahead, take a look at them, pick the two or three that you like the best, and then go ahead and give me a call, and we'll make sure that we work those into your sitting and make sure we get them into your portrait package that you get done. Anything like that. Run special promotions. Send out a tweet to just your Twitter followers that says, for the next 24 hours, I am cutting 50% off of my sitting fee. So, for the next 20 people who contact me, they're going to go ahead and they're going to get that 50% off. If you want to take advantage of it, just go ahead and give me a call right now and, say, hey, I got your Twitter. I want to go ahead and schedule a sitting. Special promotions like that just to those type of people are really a good way to drum up some quick business, because it takes you about, honestly, it takes you 30 seconds to send out a tweet, and it's completely free, and usually you get a pretty good response on it, because and guarantee out of your prospects at any given time there's always 5, 10, 20 people who really just by having that 50% off value are like, well, I definitely need that done right now. I've been putting it off, now I can get it for half off, I might as well go ahead and do it right now. Boom, pick up the phone and call. And another good one that people are having really good success with, as far as the social aspect goes, is like picture of the month contests. Kid smile of the month, wedding portrait of the month, that sort of thing. That they use to build up the excitement about the pictures they're taking, and really build up that relationship with their clients. Doing it online is just absolutely amazing. Set up a gallery on your Facebook, and every month upload the new kid smile of the month. Well, every time you upload that new kid smile of the month, it goes out to everybody who's watching your Facebook page, but it also goes out to the people who are watching their Facebook pages. So you kind of build out that network, two rings out, and you're kind of getting your images and your message in front of people that you never would have been able to get in front of before, just for the simple fact that now your network is now in front of people in a farther expanding network. So it really helps to spread your message like wildfire. And I think that that's really what it all comes down to, is that whole community building, that whole building a bigger network without really having to do any hard marketing. You're just kind of this is what I do. All these people who are talking to me online, they really love what I do, and they're telling their friends that they love what I do, and now their friends are interested in using my services. And that really makes social marketing extremely effective. And again, it's 100% free. I mean, you can't go wrong with that, right? It costs you a little bit of your time to go ahead and set up the profiles, and then maybe a few minutes each day to go ahead and send something out, or put a new image up, or let people know you put a new video up. It's really really cost effective marketing for your business that you really can't go wrong with. And I think that if you do nothing else with from the videos that I sent out over the last 4 days, even if you do nothing else than just even if all you get inspired to do is set up a Facebook page or a Twitter account or a MySpace account, and just start networking with the people, the businesses, the families in your community, and just start getting to know them on more of a personal level, and letting them know you on more of a personal level, then you're going to be able to dramatically increase your business and your success just in doing that one little thing.